Hooray! We're back. I've decided that we're back now, as in we're going to start doing some. I'm going to start doing some walks, and then because now we're allowed to travel to places to go for walks, I thought if I go out, film a few little routes around the area, then you lot can go and do it without me about, which isn't a good thing because I know you want me to be with you. I've put on about a stone since we've been on lockdown. That's what I'm pushing out. I'm not really that bad. So now I've been going out every day for walks, but it's just not the same, is it, when you've got the children in tow and they dawdle behind. But anyway, I bought the big child. No, he's hiding. But the first walk is it's just a little one into Sidford Gower, which is over there. This road that's behind me is the B4035, so that comes from Banbury, Broughton to Shipston on Stour. Browse is the next village along that way. So if you come along here, there's a big little bit that you can pull in, a bit dodgy if you've got a low car, but you can. There's loads of parking down here, and then this is where our walk starts. So see, oh, hello Johnson, bus driver. Didn't wave. We can go down here, and that's where we start, and I'll show you on the map as well now. So on the map, this is Swaycliffe, so you come through Swaycliffe, Banbury's that way. Swaycliffe, and then you get to this turning here. This is the turning up to, where's that go? Epwell. But if you follow the road round, this is the road into Brailes, and then just here you can park. So just here, and that's where we are now. We're going to go down this road here, which is Dirchhedge Lane track, and then we're going to come into Sidford and then round and back round. But I'll show you the points as we go. Let's go. So that's where we're parked. The first gate is here, and there's Tommy. Wave, Tommy. Yay. You all know we love a bit of history. Good for the soul. Tommy's a bit of a history buff, but anyway, Dirchhedge Lane goes down towards Traitors Ford, which is for another day, but then over that way it keeps going on, not too far, probably just before Epwell. This used to be the supply route for Oliver Cromwell's men, so they were all hidden down by Traitors Ford. I suppose that's what it's called, Traitors Ford, and they used this to get supplies to the front line. So about 5 minutes down the track you'll get to here, and we're not carrying straight on to Traitors Ford, we're going that way. It's a left off the track, it's about 5 minutes down there. So coming down off a Dirchhedge Lane, we walked all the way down. You go down the hill to the brook at the bottom, and then it's just straight across. There's another gate here with a nice sign on there, by the way. Just for reference where we are. Hold the map a minute, please, Tommy. We've walked down there, and now we're here. We turned left off the track there. We're here now. We're going to walk up into Sidford. So we've just walked up from where the brook was, back up the valley. Brook was down there. Then we come around here, you get to this bit. There's a farm on the right, but we want to go through there. So when you've come through that gate, you walk just from here all the way down. There's the bridleway. We just come out that way. There's nice houses on there. Home Farm is the first thing to see on your right. Very nice house or farm. And when you get down here to the triangle, you want to turn right and go down that way. So you come to it right into the village of Burdrop, which was a parish of Swaycliffe, which is the village that way, and until 1840. And then in 1841 they built its own church because it became its own parish. Rather lovely. And after you turn right down the road, where these cyclists are, we want to go up there on the left. Onto Main Street, which is the main road through Burdrop. When you get down to, all the way down Main Street, follow it round, you come to where the post box and the postman. Look at that timing. And then you turn left up here towards Swaycliffe and Banbury, and it's not Banbury Circuit, but it's Banbury, so up Hawks Lane. And almost as you come straight up, there's the postman. You might be able to still him still at the end. You literally get here and you go straight up there, and that's Darcy Dalton Way, so that's the next way through, just through there. As you walk across this little cow field, you come to this little butte, and we are heading up there, so straight across the field, and when we get to the crest of the hill there should be a path that veers off to the right. So the good things about I don't know how much walking you lot have been doing, but the good thing about actually being able to read a map, which I might even do something on in the future, is you can come to places that are out of the way, and there's I've not seen one person on this walk, only in the village, which you'd expect, but out in the countryside there's no one about. So this is why I thought these would be a good idea to do these, so that you get about and then know that you're not going to come across anyone at all. So I've certainly been into Banbury and just thought, oh, you know what, I'll have a walk around Sport Park just to see how busy it is, and it is rammed. So yeah, so hopefully these will be of use to everyone. So this is where we've come from, and this is the brow of the hill that I mentioned earlier, or the crest of the hill. You see we're on the top of it now, so it's quite flat. If you carry on that way, that's Darcy Dalton Way, but you'll come to this bit at the top of the hill where the farmers obviously his tracks going that way. This is actually the footpath where Tom is going now, up there, and that's the way you want to head. If you miss it and you carry on, just follow that hedgerow along and you'll come out at the end and you'll go back onto the B4035, and then this just further up the road from where you need to be, so you'll bear that in mind. I'll show you where you come out in a minute. And then once you've followed that up, you come to this bit, the path, the proper path. So it actually goes on an angle, so you follow the track up and then you come on there and you'll come to this point. But if you did go to Darcy Dalton, if you carried on up to the hedgerow, then you can see where you go through, just there, you can then veer off this way anyway, so you can't really go wrong. Make to the hedgerow, come back and follow this path that way. So you come from over there, down here, you'll come to this bit where it looks like they've planted some swede corn, and it looks a bit savage what we're going to do, but the farmer is actually responsible for re-establishing the path, and the path is straight across there. So you can either go round and be polite, or we can go straight through the middle. We go round because we're polite. Quick map recap. So that's where we last did one. That was when we came off the road down to the brook. Up here, and then that's the little triangle, and I said turn right there. We go down there, that's where the cyclists were. We followed it along here all the way down Main Road. That's where the postman was and the post box. And then we come up onto Darcy Dalton Way, and that's where we were in the field, where we had to follow the track up and then came back across. Like I said, if you keep following it, that track actually does go back along there. And then we are now here, back on the B4035. So just come on to the stile, we're heading down that way, but the view up here is amazing, and you want to, honestly the camera doesn't do it justice. So just over that hill there, and let me just get it right there, is Shutford. Then you've got Mad Marston Hill there, the infamous Mad Marston Hill. And you can even see Bretchill Tower way in the distance over there. There's a couple of buzzers floating about and some kites, it's mad. Yeah, anyway, but we're going down there now. Oh look, there's some kites, I don't know if you can see them. There's a buzzard and a kite, a tractor, it's brilliant. So just as Tommy's trying to shut that gate, it's taken him half an hour. There's no signs on that one, but we've crossed the road again and we're heading down there, past the house at the bottom, and then that's Blenheim Farm there. We just go to Blenheim Farm and then we turn back up left. Those of you that come on the Shutford Circular, that's where we got lost. Well, we didn't get lost, we got misplaced. We didn't do getting lost, we just took in some extra views. Just, that's what it's called, I think. So yeah, so straight down. Look at them buzzards. That's got to mean something. Look, three buzzards there, one buzzard over there, and a kite. And I don't know if you've looked at the Good for the Soul logo, but it's actually got a buzzard on it. So obviously we're in the right place at the right time. The postman's coming. I reckon he's following us about. So the official footpath is across there, but there's a track here where the postman's just come in, and I think that we could probably just walk up there. I don't think the owners of the house would be too worried about it, so that's the way we'll go, up the track. So when you get to the end of the track, it's right down there to Blenheim Farm, but we want to go left past the tubes up the track. When you come up to the hedgerow, turn right and go down there, and there should be a path on the left. You can see where the horses have been. And then you'll come to this bit there. And once you get through the gate, you've got this lovely scene. Lovely scene. We're just going, there's Chillaway Farm. So you just got to go, you see where the tracks go straight up through the middle. You just thought that's the bridleway up there, so that's the way we're going. So we're now on the other side of Chillaway Farm, and it is gorgeous. If anyone wants to buy me a house one day, that one would do. And when we come to this bit, there's a barn down that way, where Tommy is there. We want to go straight up there, so straight through the farm. So a little bit weird, a little bit confusing, but we've just come up there. That's just straight down to the farm. So that's that track where I said, oh, where Tommy is, go up there. A lot of the, I think a couple of the bridleways have been moved, or they're just not clearly signposted. As you come up here, you'll see the horses on the right over there. But Darcy Dalton Way crosses across the middle. Don't get confused, just keep walking up the track. We need to head towards them pine trees over there. Tommy wants to be YouTube famous. Hello. That's we at the end of Chillaway Farm. Hopefully that's the right way around when you're watching it. It's the wrong way around at the minute. But, so that's where we just come from, up that path. Bridleway, so we're allowed. Now we come to this lovely wooded area. And we just want to, as we come to the end of Chillaway Farm, we turn left. And that gate down the bottom of the road there, that's our next thing, straight across the field, and we're not far from the big bus. There we are, just across the road. There's the next footpath, bridleway, straight across there, we're going straight down there. Quick map update, Epwell's down there. Hello! Down that way, that's where we just come from. But map update. So when we come through, where do we get to? Blenheim Farm. There, straight through Chillaway Farm, walk to the end of the road, which actually goes like that, although it feels like it's going like that. Comes there, that's the pine trees, and we're now there. So we're straight across the fields, 2 fields. Out the other end, we've got to walk along the road a bit, which might be a bit dodgy, but then we're back to the car, which is there. So that's good. Oh, oh, them sheep, they scare me to death. So another thing you'll notice when you come out, if you ever get out on this walk, some horses over there, hello horses, is the landscape and the variety of plants changes. Like you've got the pine trees there, which are completely different to anything around here. You get a few ferns, but if you look over here, the earth's very sandy. It's almost like what you'd see down by like the beach almost. Oh, hello pigeon. I know, scary. Yes, it's almost like what you'd see down by the coast. Sandy soil, like the forest of, is it the Forest of Dean? New Forest? So it's similar sort of plants that you get down there. But this is, when you come over this is actually considered the Cotswolds, this bit. If you look on a Google map, so it's just on your doorstep. What is it, Tommy?
Sand.
Actual sand. Look, you can see how sandy the soil. Look at that.
Ain't soil.
Crazy. It's sandy soil. Look at it. That is mad. That is mad how sandy it is. It's like, it is literally being on the beach. We're not, where are we, Tommy? We're near Epwell, aren't we? We're not near the beach. So God knows what they're growing in there. But for some reason they've, well, this is probably to keep the rabbits at bay. They've put a little electric low fence, but you can step over it easy. You can see the footpath going across there, or the bridleway. That's the way we're going to go. Across the sand. Across the sand. It's worth coming up here just to see the sand. The sand of Epwell. Hey Tommy, do you love life?
Not at the moment, no.
No, it's great, isn't it? Ta-da! And as we come through the sand dunes, a lovely view. Again, this doesn't do it justice. Tommy just likes walking on main roads. This is the B4035. Where the buses come in over there, that's where our car is. So that's where we're going, so we're nearly back. And here we see the British teenager. Walking is not this beast's favourite pastime.
Right.
What on earth was that? As you can see, there are slight concerns over his ankles.
Where'd he go?
He scratches his head in anticipation for us to set off again on our way. Again, the teenager makes off. He can smell the prize now. The Land Rover is in sight. Soon he will be back home, comfortable in familiar surroundings. Feet up, Xbox on. What a life this teenager truly does lead. Yay, we made it back! So that was about 4.5 miles. It took about an hour and a half. We did have a bit of a break in between, so lovely and quite easy to get around actually, although some signs are missing. So let's do a recap of where we went. We started here and we finished here, the B4035. We came down Dirchhedge Lane, down to the bottom there where the brook is, back up the hill into Burdrop, then turned right, left by the cyclist, through Main Road, then we saw the postman there, then left up Hawks Lane, up Darcy Dalton Way. This is the tricky bit, but don't worry, if you get stuck there, you go to the hedgerow and you'll see the path back across the field. Go across the field, and then that's the nice view. Down the hill where we saw the buzzards, then up here. Don't follow the path. The path isn't signpost there. Just go when you get to the nice house down there. Just go left along the track. Then come up here, up to the hedgerow it goes, and then turn right at the hedgerow, then left, you'll see the gate through. Up, down, right, down the hill, past there's a little pond here, then up the hill, through Chillaway Farm, then follow this track, it just follows through, all the way round up here, to get to the pine trees. Then we go into the Sahara Desert, this is where we saw the horses, and then across here, across that is literally the Sahara Desert, and then down the road, back round. It's quite easy, the roads versions are quite wide, just down the right side, and then back here. Say bye, Tommy! Bye! Come on then, Tommy!